Oh
did you
shit!
put your
I
streak
think
on
I
there?
think I think I'm already live on Instagram.
All right, I just pressed live. All
Hey,
right,
go see
cool.
if I'm on live on my Instagram.
Look like we live right now.
Let me see. Say you're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you. Oh shit, that shit big. I seen that sign for a minute.
It's a tenderism. Oh.
Huh?
What you said?
No, I ain't live on my Instagram. Let me see. Let me see what I think I gotta click it on there.
We live right now, Goldie.
Cool.
Yo,
I'm going live on my
this
Instagram right now.
we live right. Hey, this one dude. Look at this crazy.
It ain't
Yo,
gonna
this
let me
dude.
see it ain't gonna let me see the comments on my end.
You
Never
should.
mind, never mind. I see it.
I
I got it. I
mean,
got it. Somebody
yo, we
said,
here.
"What's up,
Yeah, I see
Goldie?
the. Yeah, we here.
What's the deal? What's the
Yo,
deal?" Been watching videos for a
it's
month.
crazy. This dude going back and forth with me in my comments on the gram, and we was talking about that tenantism situation, and he says, "Well, I run a business. My sons run businesses." I said, "Do you run a successful business though?" And I think a lot of people don't understand that some people they be creating jobs for themselves and they talk about I'm a business owner. Like, nah, you created a job, that's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But having a business with moving parts and employees and creating a
Yeah.
job for yourself is
Tell me,
different.
as a business owner, not just a bunch of people online, because I can, it's like, what do you think about that situation,
Yo, I
based on what
think
we know, anyway?
so. You got guys in their 20s, right? Trying to start up new restaurants, new businesses. It's a lot of work. Profit margins, everything. It's a lot, right? So like the goal is to get 20% profit margin, right? You got like 30% labor, 20% food. You got your overhead. Everything adds up to 80%. But if your labor, your food starts skewing, if you're spending 40% on food and you spending like another percentage on labor, your light, everything goes up. Now you at a 0% profit margin, and then you go into the red. So now you're gonna start dealing with that cash flow and a bunch of stuff. So people are in their 20s starting these businesses up. So you be almost 80 years old and never own an actual restaurant to see all the ins and outs what it takes,
Come on,
and not knowing that you might be short 100,000. You gotta keep it going, keep the money going,
you
man.
still got to make payroll even when you ain't got it.
Look, check this out, man. If I was up, I like, yo, check this out, man. Let's set something up in the corner. When people come to take their pictures, let me get, $20 per picture. Because you almost 80 years old. You go to try to, these people come into the comments like, yo, man, you can do this. I got a restaurant for you. No, you got people that have failing restaurants. They say, yo, if we put Unc here, we're going to have a line around the corner because he buzzing right now. So let's try to feed off of what he got going on.
Yeah, man. I mean, I see it like this. It's like at the end of the day, you wasn't running your own restaurant because that's not your lane. To be an entrepreneur, everybody ain't meant to be an entrepreneur. And at that age, do you really want to have all of the stress that comes from being an entrepreneur? And you
Man.
got to have a business and payroll and taxes and this and that, when you could just play your role. He could have just upped his stock. Well, I just need a little bit more. Let me, I'm bringing people in. It's like,
Yo, you gotta think about it. Uncle was that guy that you go in the back and you pop your short with, and you know what I mean. He give you a good time, a good conversation. You go about your day. I think that's what the type of guy he was. Like I said, I don't know him, but that's what it seems like. But if you good at that, man, don't be a straight. Now he over there cooking. He getting flown out doing private cook stuff. That's man, 80, and then they're 80. You know what I mean? And you trying to get a consultant. Then you got to think about when. Most time people cook for celebrities. I used to cook for celebrities. I realized I didn't want to do that no more. Most people like, yo, I'll post you. I'll give you this. I'll give you that. Ain't no real money in that. I stopped cooking because there ain't no money. You get more money by being a face of something. So if Uncle say, yo, tenderism shirts, yo, I come over there, I'll tenderize something. He could just be, say something, be a food critic. I don't know, but I would have
kept driving that traffic. What he should have did was just, hey man, just give me, I feel like they said he got the trademark, right? I would have said, man, just go ahead.
Hold on, I looked up the trademark. There's 5 trademarks with the tenderism, and they're in different categories.
Yeah, so hey, that's a big one. Every time I make a new trademark, I get it in at least 3-4 categories. You don't want it in just one.
But there's 3 people out there with the tenderism trademark going in. They got the clothing, they got the restaurant, the online selling. So it's different trademarks. So it's like It doesn't say who's approved yet. I think they still getting looked at. So I'm like, but then when you get a trademark, what are you doing? Like I tell people, like I be seeing these artists come in the music industry too. They fighting for their masters, they fighting for this. I'm like, all right, you get it. Do you know what to do with it?
Yeah, that's a whole job and business in itself. I don't know.
Yeah.
I see a situation. I'm like, man, a lot of times, man, you don't want to be the CEO. Sometimes you have more freedom in your life. And at 80 years old, do you really want to be an entrepreneur
What?
of a
Hey, man,
restaurant too?
I say I want to stop when I'm 50. I want to stop doing the hustling when I'm 50. You know what I mean? That's what I'm gonna do.
Man,
Yo,
listen. Let me ask you about this, right? Because you're doing the government contracts, man. People
yeah.
see what you're doing, man. And I be here, there, everywhere, and a lot of people, they acting like they getting money, and some of them are, but you really been getting money on a major level for a long time doing government contracts. And I keep on trying to put people on, females on. They need to get into this government contracts. They need to tap in with you so they can see how they can make this money. Tell these people these government contracts. You ain't got to go into a long spiel, but just tell them why this work out for you instead of everything else you used to do.
Man, it's so when I was doing I was if people know, man, I was a food vendor. I was on the street cooking food, selling burger. I was that guy outside the club, you know what I mean, with a little everything, just doing that. And then I was doing private chef work and I was doing corporate catering. But I got tired of chasing money. I'm like, man, I need some consistent money, man. I'm like, this is crazy. So as a freelancer, people know like your checks be up 1 month or be down. You don't know if it's gonna be a good Christmas or not. And now I found out about the government contracts. If the real hustlers understand what I'm talking about, when you don't know how that money's flowing, you're like, oh man, I'm up right now. Sales is coming in, then be down. You just don't know what the future holds. But when I found out about this government contract thing, I was like, yo, all right, I'm gonna do this government contract thing, and then you go give me consistent money for 5 years.
Man, and that's the most attractive thing about it. Like I be telling little bros that I be fucking with, I'm like, listen, you want to do something, listen, start going on these websites, start putting in some bids to these government contracts because it's a set amount of money. Unless you mess it up, it's a set amount of money you can guarantee for a lot of amount of time.
And it's hard. And guess what? It's hard to fire you. They can't just like, oh, I'm not using you today. Like, hold on, did y'all see that thing online where the Homeland Security lady, like $143 million contract? You seen that thing? But it's like Trump fired her, but and she had like $143 million contract that they think it was like a company connected to her. Whatever it is, she still got the money. They figured it out, you know what I mean? It could have been whatever, but it's like when you get locked in a contract, it's hard to fire you. You have to go through steps. Like if I done been fired from a contract before because of learning spree, you know what I mean, learning growth. But when they did it, they gave me a 10-day cure notice. They say, hey, you got 10 days to correct this. If I'm over there doing some commercial work, they go to just say, hey, man, we don't need you no more. We're going to hire somebody else to do it, and you gone. But they be like, hey, you got 10 days to fix it or you out of here.
And man, and you was giving me some game, and you was like, sometimes, hey man, get a couple small contracts. You might just want to break even, just so you can say now that you work with the government. And once you start working with the government, you had that on your resume. Now you can get the $1 million contracts, the $10 million contracts. You was talking about like janitorial work, security work, scooping gum off the highway, or like they got jobs for everything.
Man, you can't even. I see this one contract they got in Sacramento right now. The DMV needs somebody to go through and sort their mail out.
Come on.
So I'm talking about they pay a couple $100,000 a year. So if you struggling and you be like, man, you know what? Let me get a little $20K a year to be good. You go there and get a government contract and work for yourself. You don't have to. Creating a job is cool. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with creating a job. You don't have to because the government sources out contracts because every person's a headache. And like, you know what? I don't want to have a headache. Every person's a headache to deal with.
Yeah, and listen, like I told you this once before, like every time we somewhere, you always point out, hey, that's a government contract. That's a government contract. Yeah. Now I be saying the same shit to people around me. Hey, that's a government contract. You getting off the plane and people coming in to clean it. Hey man, that's a government contract, and people wheelchairing people. That's a government contract. Why didn't you get that? You'll make more doing that. Even if you did the job yourself, you make more doing that than at your job right now.
And I tell people a lot, man, it's a slow process. Like some people will come in the game and they get frustrated because they can't get it. And I'm like, no, you gotta just keep shooting. You know what I mean? If you submit like at least 4 contracts a month, you go get one. And here's another thing is, people don't be getting contracts sometimes because they think like, oh, it's so much money on the table. I need that. I just submitted this contract for my buddy, right? I was going with him. He does he does a lot of sober living homes, and they had a transitional
Oh, that's
contract,
big. That's
right?
big.
So a lot of those sober living home people, they don't have the contract. They just work under somebody else who have the contract, and they just have the home, and people are just middlemanning it out. But this one is actually working for transitional from prisons, right? So we going to submit the contract, and I say, hey man, how much does it cost to break even? Well, he said, well, the contract was going to cost me about $17,000 a month just to do the job. But we're going to bid. He want to bid about $80,000 a month. I said, dude,
Damn. So it only costs him $17,000 a month to do the job, and he's bidding for $80,000 a month.
Something crazy like that. I'm like, yo, look, man, check this out. Figure out how much money you want to be happy in your pocket, right? And so I got him down to maybe like 60, whatever like that. I'm trying to explain to him how it worked. Like, you might get it, but you're gonna be mad if you could have had a little $10,000 passive income and you chose not to get it because you want to go high.
Hey, let me tell you this, and I don't even think I told you this. So one of my mentees, you know, I always talk about government contracts and talk about you and everything. So I got a mentee. I think he just read your book. His security company that his father had, that he, you know, we was always talking about what he wants to do next.
Yeah.
He ended up taking his dad's security company, and now he got a contract with a bunch of streamers, and now he's around these streamers because he's trying to get into that. Based on him just reading your book. He was talking about, man, I don't really want to be under my dad no more. I'm trying to do something different. And then when he heard about the government contracts, he read the book, and now he got a whole contract. Like he tell me all the inside information, and he got his dad's company a contract with streamers right now.
Oh, that's fire. That's fire. So he doing some shit that he probably like being around a lifestyle too. So
yeah, you know, because he want to get into it. So I'm like, listen, you don't got to break off from your father. You were able to put your father's business in position to get you closer to things you want to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So he, you know, a lot of people never even heard about government contracts before.
Well, I use my government contracts as a gateway to do what I like doing. Look, at the festival we just in Vegas, we did a festival, right? But I could fund things I love doing through the government contract. You know what I mean? Government contract is a secure way to make money. And then I'm over here playing around. But, you know, I made a video the other day, man. It's crazy because a lot of people in our culture don't see how a brother could make it legally. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm living that life. They say, oh, you a P, huh? Or you a scam? I'm like, damn, I'm really just really working. I'm trying to give everybody the game how they can get it.
Man, hey, but give them the ins and outs, because I know you at the end of the day, you running businesses, and you told me something one time. You was like, you paying somebody $200,000-$300,000 a year. That's really like the overseer of all the contracts.
It's like, come on, man. So let me give you an example, right? So security company. You don't know nothing about security company, but you go ahead and you see a contract out there, and you get you go ahead and get the raw price. I got this thing called bid summaries, right? I got a bid summary where I will get the raw cost, how much hours, how much uniforms, everything is going to cost. And then you get the baseline. And then you go ahead and you find a person who has their own company or manager, say, hey man, I need you to, you know, manage this contract for me. Bring them on. Say you bring them on at $80,000 a year, whatever like that. So now you got him running the show. So you're, as a CEO, you just say, hey, you're going to run this contract and run the people on there. And you can, the profit, you do the invoices, but it's really a pass-through. It's a pass-through business. It's money in your sleep, because you got people working for you, and you have this guy who knows how to run a security guard company, but you're paying him as your manager to run it for you while the government's paying you to pay them. So you buying their time. Everybody's time get bought, right? So it's like you buying everybody's time, and you at home hanging out, and the money's coming in. And then you tell that person, I want to get another security guard contract, and then I want you to manage that too for the same salary.
Yeah. See, man, what they don't know, man, you talking big game right now. Everybody looking to do something, looking to do this, looking to do that. Well, what if you could just get a contract and then pay people to do it? You don't got to learn this industry. I mean, you tell me, do you have to fully learn these industries, or do you just pick somebody who's already good at those industries?
Well, one of the biggest things, man, is knowing yourself. If you're a good leader, you can lead anything. You know what I mean? If I'm myself, I believe I could lead an aquarium if I need to. You know what I mean? I'm not a marine biologist, but like I know how to read a statement of work, and I know how to tell people what they got to do. So anybody, if you can read and comprehend and lead, the sky's the limit.
Yeah, I remember, and you always be sending me like the easy contracts. Like it was a contract for like I think the police station. All you gotta do is wash these cars, and they paying like 2, 3, 4 times what it actually costs to do that to just
Yeah.
have this amount of cars washed. I could go subcontract anybody,
So
any company who already does it, or
yeah.
even people that I know to do it.
All right, let me tell you about the subcontract thing where people mess up with the subcontract, right? So people be going to get companies of like, so I do food service. And you be like, yo, there's a food service contract over there, chef. I want to sub it to you. By the time I give it to you, I'm gonna have my profit on there already.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be padded with my profit and all the margins. And you have to bid the contract with your profit on top of that. So you're behind the game. So it's like now the bid, the going rate could be 80,000, but you bid at 120,000 just to put some money in your pocket.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I could do it for 80 myself. So what you do is, that's why I said you find somebody and you tell them to be your manager. Say, break down the raw costs for me. You subbing it out, but you really subbing it out to a person to manage your corporation. So now you in the winnings with everybody else. You get it?
How many contracts you got right now?
7. I mean,
and you got 7 contracts.
Yeah, they all 5. So right now I'm feeding the firefighters, a place called Atwater, north of Fresno. I feed about 150 firefighters a day in the firefighter camps for all through California. So it's the boot camp for firefighters. I'm in Alaska doing a VA hospital, 3 meals a day for the veterans. I'm in San Diego doing 3 meals a day in a domiciliary. I'm in Detroit. I am in Atlanta.
You still in New Orleans?
New Orleans, yeah, New Orleans. I just started in New Orleans. I always forgot about that. That's one of my last ones. But I've been to New Orleans once since we started. I never been to the Fresno area. Never been there. I send my team out there, and again they're going. You know what I mean?
Man, listen. People in the comments, listen. I feel like, man, that and I try to tell him all the time, like he should be teaching this because everybody can get a contract, but you so busy, you already getting money, so it's like it's not really an incentive for you to be like, all right, well, I'll take the time to teach these people because you already get money. You hear there everywhere. You in Mexico, you put on this event, you hear it, and that's the best thing about it is that you live in your life and you able to do all of these things on the road. You could live wherever you wanted to live, and you could still handle these things. You have these managers in position, and that's what I'm an advocate about. Is, man, you want to give money, but you want to be free because that's what life is about. And government contracts give you that ability,
freedom. Think about it, man.
Yeah.
I got one contract, paid me $110,000 a month. With a 30% profit on it. After everybody's paid for. You know what I mean? I could chill. Like I could really do one contract and chill. But you got to know your bandwidth and your mentality as well, too. Sometimes it's better just to work the job as well. Get a contract and work it. You know what I mean? You know what contract I want to get? I want to start getting an airport. I see it all the time, man.
Janitorial or what?
Huh?
Janitorial?
Oh, the guys that push the wheelchairs.
Hey, that's I know somebody. I know this girl that I used to know. She used to do that. I'm like, but that's the easiest thing to facilitate in the world.
So when you in the airport, man, everybody around don't work for the airport. Even the people that get the informational, the people that they got the little thing around their neck and they tell everybody where to go and what terminal to go to. They're contracted out, man.
Government contract too.
Yeah, lost and found. Oh,
come on, that got to be the easiest, the easiest contract in the world. Lost and found.
You know what? I'm gonna give everybody a little game right now. If you want to know about contracts, go to your local city, your local colleges, go on their website and just put RFPs out, solicitations, procurement office. You know what I mean? That's gonna tell you everything right there. But when you take your time and you miss that window, you gotta wait 5 more years before it open again.
Yeah, man. And you just put some on your Instagram the other day, and you were just showing like, I don't know, it was $1 million contract or something, but only 14 people bid on it.
Yeah.
Like only it's like the competition is not heavy. People don't know about government contracts. They're scared about. So it's 14 people that you competing against.
And that was a valet contract, right? So
the valet contract. Oh, come on, that's too easy.
What? So imagine doing it yourself. Imagine you and your wife are like, yo, man, you know what? I don't work for nobody. I don't want to deal with people. So now you get 1.1 million over 5 years to park cars 8 hours a day. You could do it yourself. You don't have to hire nobody. You could do the job yourself. You know
That's
what
a
I mean?
fact.
You
That's
bring
a
in what,
fact.
over
Man,
20,000 a
listen,
year?
these women out here who are doing these, jobs that take all their time. She may be an entrepreneur, but she's doing nails. She may be an entrepreneur, but she doing what they be doing
You
nowadays.
know what,
What?
man? I'm gonna correct that word. I don't think those are entrepreneurs, man. Those are self-employed people,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So,
It's like all that time and energy that you spending with that ceiling on yourself, you could start putting in government contracts every day and make more money and spend less of your time and make the same, if not more, and you have no ceiling. That's
yeah,
why every broad I be talking to, I be like, hey, you got to hey, read this book, take this book, read this book, read this ebook, Rich in Real Life, so you can figure out how to do these things because you got a ceiling where you at, and it's taking up all your time.
yep. Hey, yeah, if somebody asks, can you get a government contract as a felony? Yes, you can. You don't need an education. You don't need. You can have no degree, anything you want. You know what I mean? So here's what I learned about dealing with my students. Sometimes, some people ask the craziest questions. A lot of people don't know how to run a business. A lot of people don't know how to start a business. A lot of our people are educated. You know what I mean? So it's like we do this talk all the time, like in the attendance guy. We talking about all this, like, what is a business owner? There's some people out here that think they're a business owner that don't own a business. Some people will give a profit share and say, I'll give you a little profits of this, but like owning the business and understanding how to structure it, those are the basic steps. You learn those basic steps, you can just elevate from there. You know what I mean? So you can always go to the small business center in your area, the PTAC office, and they can show you step by step how to get your LLC, how to get your S Corp, know what tax is about. There's so many ways, just got to be educated. And
Man,
you got to
so
know who you are as a person.
make sure while we talking, man, give them the website so that at the bare minimum they got to get the book, man.
richandreallife.com. I preach rich in real life because, like, I think during pandemic, man, I realized there was a lot of people who I was just like, I thought it was something and it wasn't. I thought it was something when it wasn't. These guys had money, but they had money just for that season. And now I'm like,
come on, and that's real life. That's all you see is people. They got money for a season. They up in this time, they down in this time. It's not consistent. But with them government contracts, it's guaranteed unless you mess it up in a major way. That's guaranteed money for 1 year, 2 years, 5 years. For 5 years to know you got this consistent income coming in.
Yeah, you know what I mean, yeah. Yo, but I was talking about businesses, right? This dude said in the comments, I don't know how you feel about this. We go to switch up a little bit.
On.
He said his son has a successful dog breeding business. Would you breed dogs and sell them?
Nah, I wouldn't. One, because anytime everybody starts doing something, the money is not in there no more. How many people been breeding dogs, especially during the past 10 years? Like whenever everybody's doing something, everybody want to be a truck driver. Everybody want to do Airbnb. Once everybody talking about stuff, man, ain't no money in it.
Yo, but my boy sent me a video one time because he's breeding Frenchies, right? Do you know they have to jack the dog off and they have to grab it and put it in the? I don't know. I didn't know it was that deep when you breed dogs. Did you know that?
Nah, I ain't never heard of that.
Yeah. Ask a dog breeder, man. Is there any dog breeders online right now? Some people take them to the vet to go get them, go get the semen out, but the semen has to come out.
Hey, that's a hard job right there.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
and then, it's down season, up season. I remember when everybody wanted, that designer dog, and I ain't really hearing about that shit no more.
Now people just do it, but it's like I think it's watered down. People would see somebody get rich off of something, everybody want to hop on a wave and get on it.
As soon as I know everybody doing something, I know it ain't no money in it. You got to catch the wave of it. Yeah. And right now it's the wave of these. And I feel like as many government contracts as there are out there, and as time consuming as it is, no matter how many people you tell, you still gonna have a shot no matter what.
Yeah, you still get a shot. Now you got to make that real money. Then you said that one girl, what she said, she need a man who spends $50,000 a month.
Oh yeah, what's her name? I can't think of her name. Aisha or something like that.
Yeah,
$50,000 a month is what she said. What you think about that?
You know how much money you making a month to spend 50,000 a month on a girl?
You got to be making 300,000, 400,000, because even at 200,000, that's a quarter of your income. You got to be making more than that.
Look, how much Diddy was paying 50 baby moms a month?
I think it was only like 10.
So why are you 50?
Yeah.
I think this a young MIA was 20. I don't know. Just when you look it up, it's like, hey, I give me 10, 50 baby mamas, 5 of them.
50,000. 50,000 is crazy, just because on the strength of like, bitch, what you doing with 50,000? $50,000 a month? Come on now. It don't make no sense to me. And my thing is this: if you could get it, I ain't mad at you. You know, she been famous, she been popping. So okay, the girls who say they want something and can't get it, bitch, what you talking about? But okay, you done got it before, but she don't got it now. Yeah. So maybe you lucked up and got that one Nigerian scammer who was making big money, but you ain't got it right now. So what that say? That's your standard, but you don't got it though. You got it once. You lucked up and got it once. You don't got it now, and use a dummy if you fumbled that. And the nigga giving you $50,000 a month, I don't care what he did. You supposed to hold on to that.
I think Troy was saying something about sometimes if you got a girl, right, if they live with your house, don't take them straight and give them a penthouse. Get them a bedroom set first. Cause now they don't know how a apartment was.
Yep. I remember when he said that, and that's 100%. Like sometimes when you really having it, you want to do this, and because that's what you used to. But if you boss a bitch up too fast, or you give anybody anything too fast, they don't appreciate it. You know what I'm saying, man? I had a brother, he just got out of prison not that long ago. I'm letting him ride the Rolls Royce. He in the penthouse. He wearing my jewelry, wearing my clothes. Yeah. He wasn't able to appreciate it because it came too fast. I was like, man, I should have just put him in the bins. I should have just told him, hey, man, you gotta go get your. But when you give somebody something too fast, they don't even have the conception to appreciate it like it was. I'm like, nigga, you riding around in a $250,000 car and you treat it like a scraper.
Hell yeah, yo, it's all. You can't. What's the most money you ever spent on a girl per month?
What's the most money I'd ever spent on a girl per month? Man, I don't spend money on women like that.
It costs money, man. You eat wine and dine.
Okay.
A girl you love, like, you know, it could be back in the day. What's the most?
Like that. I mean, you know my previous lifestyle, so it wasn't never like that. But okay, let's just say if I had to put a number on it, right? And I'm going out to dinner, I'm going to the club, we going on vacations. I could say maybe I might have spent, and this wasn't monthly, maybe a good month. We took 2-3 vacations. We was out doing this, doing that, maybe like $7,000 that month, maybe $10,000 that month. But it was like, it was my birthday. We went to stayed in the villas in Jamaica, the overwater bungalows. Yeah. You know, we went to on this vacation. We was eating here, we was eating there, but it was never like it. I'm giving you money for your rent. I'm giving you. I've never been like that. Hey, bitch, if I'm gonna spend some money, it got to be some stuff that we both enjoying. It can't just be your shit. Yeah. How much have you spent?
I think like a good 10 to 15 a month.
And that was on a rent too.
Yeah, well, you know, rent 5, 6, but it probably more because we did vacations. You got bags out of me. Probably about a double month.
See, that's one thing I never really did was like the bag. It's like if I'm gonna spend some money, it gotta be on experiences that I'm having. I never did the. I ain't saying my brother, you know, you down, I'm gonna get you something for your birthday, but like on a regular day, we just gonna go and grab you a bag. I just never was there.
Yeah, you know what, man? It'd be rough, man, because sometimes like it's even rough. We're just like it's been times like, you know, you going shopping and you getting something, it's like you ain't go like. I don't fell into, you know what I mean, like, but
you know, let me ask you this, because this is what sometimes I think. And this is why I feel like it's backwards. Because men, we have egos.
Yeah.
So if you go into the front of the line and you got your bra with you or a couple bras with you, and they be like, oh, the table $3,500. Your ego gonna want to say, even though you don't want to do it, it ain't like you ain't got it. It's just your ego sometimes gonna be like, they watching. Let me get it because I don't want to look like.
You know how many times I done pop bottles because, or I just wipe my card, even though I know that everybody's like, here's the ego. I'm like, man, everybody watching. I don't have time to try to get everybody to give me money. I'm gonna be
hey, listen, you know what's funny?
Get the money back.
You know what's funny as hell? I can remember when this was happening when you was out here in Miami. We was at Booby Trap, and they was acting something crazy. It wasn't even popping. It was like 7,000 on the table, and you was trying to figure it out. And I said, I know what he's going through. he don't want to say it, I'm gonna be the one. Nah, I ain't doing it. I'm gonna
Hey,
say it
you
for
know
his mother
what?
because I know he want to say it, but
No,
his ego too
because
big.
you
I'll
know,
be the one to say it. Nah, I ain't paying for it.
nigga, I be popping so much shit, and then I'm outside, and I'm talking about these niggas is walking past me to go inside, and I'm like, they watching me. I gotta do it. I'm like, man.
Hey, and that be the downfall. But how crazy is this when you really actually think about it? This broad is asking you for something that she can't even afford. And your ego is so big, you want to prove to this bitch who ain't even got it that I got it. That's like proving to a bum on the street, I'm gonna give him some money because I don't want him to think I don't got it. He's a bum. The broad don't even got it. So why is my ego so big? I got to prove to a motherfucker who don't got it that I got it, even though I got it. I just don't want to do it. But my ego is so big, I don't want her who don't got nothing to think that I don't got it.
And then you gotta realize, you gotta look at the bank account in the morning. You're like, damn, nigga, I ain't pay my car note. I ain't pay the rent, mortgage yet, you know. But look, here's deeper. The world is delusional. Like I was in Live last night. I'm in Vegas. I'm in Live last night. I thought about it. I was like, oh shit. There's a bunch of people that go to a club for years, ain't never seen a tab. Girls, industry guys, they ain't never seen a tab.
Come on.
And they'll be like, you cannot get me a section. They don't got $30 in their pocket. They don't got Uber money because they tell you to Uber them to the club. And then
listen. Do you understand? I done met so many women, like we going out and they talking about they want 1942 Class A Azul. I'm like, you don't understand how much this costs. 2, 3 shots, 4 shots. That's damn near $300. I had a bitch one time, she saw the bill. She was like, oh my goodness. And it wasn't even that high. And I'm like, see this bitch, because you don't pay for nothing. Because you don't pay for nothing, you just order whatever because you ain't never had to pay for it. You know, it'd be like, so that's why you gotta appreciate a woman. Man, I went somewhere, went to a strip club one time with this woman, and you know, we at the front. He like, man, ain't no seats at the bar. I get your table $1,500. You know, she stopped and said, no, we ain't gonna drink that much. Right? She didn't say, I was willing to do it. I'm like, all right, shit, fuck it. She stopped me and was like, no, we ain't gonna drink that much. It ain't worth it. Yeah. So when you find a woman like that care about your pockets, you know you got something.
Yeah, it's rough. So, but then like you in a weirdest position because like this is how I see it. Do a girl want me for my money? Probably so. Do I want for her looks? Probably so. Right?
Yeah.
But then it's like sometimes women are attracted to men go-getters. Like, oh shit, being a boss. Sometimes the money doesn't attract them. Being able to succeed and do something and not be lazy, that attracts them too. And the money, man,
it's the motion attract them. The fact that you got respect from all of your peers and she's next to you, so she get that light shined on her. You know, that's what's attractive. I don't know. I mean, you say, all right, well, she attracted me because of my money. I'm attracted to her because of her looks. Yeah, but when you get a little bit deeper, right, it's not just a look. Unless you just a superstar. Yeah. Them looks, it's gonna get old and you gonna get older. So it just depends on what you're doing it for. Because a lot of dudes, I say it all the time, man, you do it for the look that you get outside. You really want that badass bitch because why? Because what people think about you when you come into the club, it's like an accessory. It's like having a Lamborghini outside. So if that's what you're doing it for, then I guess in the status of what you're doing, like rappers, you need to have the baddest bitch, the most popping bitch, because your image is what maintains you. So if that's how you thinking, then it makes sense. For me, though, I'm a little bit different.
Man, you remember I told y'all best with that broad, man, the famous broad, you know what I mean? And I think that's the most I was spending on a girl, right? But I said, you know what, let me go a little longer and see how this go. I want to go take it to I want to see because she's lit, maybe it get me lit. But I didn't want to be how the Nicki Minaj and Meek Mill was. Oh, that's Nicki's boyfriend. You know what I mean? I want to be like Chef. It worked out. Chef and his girl.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Yeah, that's a big ego. Hey, man. Hey, give me a little popular famous bitch. I'll be her. That's her boyfriend. Hey, just give me the shine. I know what I'm gonna do with it when I get the spotlight. But I know what to do when the spotlight on me. I'm gonna dance and I'm gonna make sure I build myself up. So I ain't mad if I gotta be her boyfriend because I know what to do with that position and I'm gonna build up in time.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't know I had much power and motion until I was with her. I'm like, oh shit, the things I was doing, she wasn't getting. I was making the phone calls, doing things, getting stuff. I'm in Miami, I'm in DR, I'm in Atlanta, and people are laying the red carpet out for me. I'm like, oh shit, I already had the sauce. I don't need you.
Yeah. I mean, shit, for me, it's like, unless the broad is like I always use Ruby Rose in an example because I know how much that she publicly has said she makes with OnlyFans and shit like that. Unless it's a broad on that level, I'd rather go get me a regular broad and and be the boss in that situation. I'd rather go get me a regular bra who like me. She's still cute and doing my thing, rather than getting a bitch who just kind of she got to really be pulling me up the ladder. Otherwise, you too expensive. That's why it's a lot of times, man. I see bitches out, they be eyeing me and shit like that, and I be like, yeah, but I know you. I done seen you on TV. I done seen you this. I done seen you that. I know what you expect. I know I'm not gonna do it, so I ain't gonna waste your time, bitch. You gonna have to come up to me because I'm not doing it. Not doing it. I'm not doing it unless I can see a clear lane to being more famous, more successful. Bitch, you gonna come on the pot. Unless I can see a clear lane in that, bitch, I'm not doing it. There's no way that I'm spending $10,000-$15,000 a month on a bitch unless I could see the ROI from it. Man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, look, hey, it was cloudy for me. That was my first time, I think, dealing with a girl in that level of fame. And I was just trying to, sometimes you in it, you're like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to figure it out. But this ain't gonna be long. I'm just like, let me see what I get out of it. I think I got school out of it. I got a lesson learned. I got lessons, and I understand my strength. I didn't know my strength. Sometimes, you in the movie, you can't see it because everybody watching. You in the movie, you don't even know you even got the fucking magnitude of a tornado because you tearing shit up. Everybody watching shit up, but you don't even know. So I'm like,
No, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, you did what you were supposed to do. You explored that option. She had fame and she had status, and you was trying to get, I mean, it makes sense because at the end of the day, at this point in time, man, attention equals money. You can see it in so many different examples. If you get next to the right woman, it could elevate you and catapult you more than working for the next 5 years and spending all this money you're gonna do just being next to the right person. So you took a chance. I'd have took the chance too. I would have spent it. I ain't gonna lie to you. She wouldn't have fucked with me. I ain't spending no 10, 15. Would never would have happened. The trips, the dinners, even the club. But motherfucker spending on a rent, I wouldn't have did that. She wouldn't have fucked with me.
You know what? You know what she got me at, man? You know she got me? We tired of our shooting. We packing our bags about to leave the house to go fuck some money off on a trip. I think Houston or something. I'm about to go to Houston. Somebody go fuck it up for a weekend. And the rent man knocked on the door. I'm like, damn. I'm like, you all right? And so I'm like, I just felt bad about to go fuck some shit up, and you don't got no home to come back to. And I'm fucking with you at the time.
I gotta ask you this, right? With that experience, now when dealing with women or a woman or whatever, let's just say she's not famous, just a girl you're dealing with. Do she have to qualify? And if so, what's the qualifications before you get to paying a woman's rent?
You know what, man? This girl I want taking a date. This girl I want taking a date. You know what I mean? But if I already fuck with you, you know what I mean? I think if you care about somebody, you're gonna make sure they're good all the way around because you care about them. You know what I mean? So it's never like an overnight thing.
So, but okay, you care about her. But does she have to care about you?
Oh, I only fuck with girls who like me though. So I don't approach women.
Okay, like so you done switched up your game now. Now it's I like who like me now. Huh?
It's always been that because you know what? I don't approach women. I don't approach women because when you walk into a girl, go to the gym, they go to the store, guys trying to talk to them all day. So I'm just another guy trying to talk. Like I'm not hollering at no bottle girl because when you holler at the bottle girl, everybody trying to talk to the bottle girl all day. She's tired of it. So you got to give me a wink, a look, or something. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, and give me some choosing signals, huh?
But so here's another question about the trigger, right? Like I said, I'll take care of it. But if you go into McDonald's, right? If you go into McDonald's and you buying a Happy Meal, and you know she in the car, or you go like, you want something too?
Number one, nigga, I don't eat at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? But okay, we just using it as an example. I don't eat at McDonald's, and any bitch I'm fucking with, if she eat at McDonald's, she too beneath the status for me to fuck with. But okay, no, for sure. If I'm going to get something to eat, of course, I'm always going, hey, do you want something? That's common courtesy if we together.
So now
that don't equate to me paying the rent though.
No, now. So now, so that money because the money is not that much money. That's why.
Yep, that's exactly why. Because it ain't a lot of money. Because this is my thing.
So now, go ahead. We in a Louis store. I'm about
Fuck
to
no.
buy
If
me
I'm
something
buying,
real
hey,
quick.
if I'm buying myself some Louis, the bitch do not automatically get some Louis. Come on,
Well, hold on.
and we
Is it
can't
the
we
price?
can't take
Hold on. Is it the
McDonald's
price? Is it the
and get
amount?
take
Because
Louis
is it the
store.
amount? Is it the amount? Because
It's the
maybe,
amount.
but maybe that amount ain't nothing for me.
You know what? Listen, I say that sometimes to dudes when I be like, okay, these athletes, these rappers, these dudes have tens of millions, like dudes with these contracts, $100 million contract. But still, for me, it's the principle because I know how big it is for her, and she got to earn. So, like, hey, listen, I
Yeah.
can't believe you just tried to equate going to McDonald's.
I'm asking, is tricking
Going to
of the
we gotta
dollar
ask the
amount.
people in the chat. You go to McDonald's and you getting something, you hungry. You gonna bring her back something. He's trying to equate that to say if I go to the Louis store to buy myself a bag, I got to come back with something for
I even
her.
come back if you there with me. I don't know. I'm just saying, if you fuck with her, is it a dollar amount? Because some people, there's some guys be like, I'm not buying you nothing. I don't fuck with you like that. I'm not going to buy a burger for you. But the nigga might not have it. But if that extra Louis bag, you there
But
with me.
to me, this is how I think, right? If I have it to do, I still don't want to do something that you didn't earn because then where's the reward and punishment system?
Did she earn
If
that
the
burger?
woman
Did she
hasn't
earn that
proved
burger?
herself, if the woman hasn't jumped through these hoops, hasn't showed me she really fuck with me, hasn't showed me she wouldn't do the same, I don't want to reward nothing. I got to reward behavior that I like. Now, for a woman that I'm really dealing with, she done passed the test. She doing everything right. I know she fuck with me. Then it's nothing. But just because you there, you not finna. I don't listen.
Did she earn the burger? Did she earn the burger?
Huh?
Did she earn the burger?
She didn't. Yeah, she ain't earn a burger, but it's just so little. It's a burger though. I get what you're saying. Listen, I done been to the store where I was at the Louis store, and this is a test right here.
Yeah.
I done been to the Louis store. I got this bag that had about 7 years with my broad, and I'm in there, and I'm like, I don't know, should I get this? Should I get that? And she convinced me, like, nah, that look good on you. You need to get like a little motorcycle bag. She convinced me to buy this bag. Didn't even ask me to buy her nothing. Yeah. I fuck with her to this day, and I'll give her whatever she wants. But another woman out there, you go to the Louis store and you buying something for yourself, and she like, well, are you gonna buy me something? And then gets mad when you don't. That's a woman who didn't deserve it in the first place. So the first test is, let me go to the Louis store, buy myself something, and watch your attitude.
Yeah.
And if you don't have an attitude and you ain't feeling no way, then that's a woman that might deserve it one day.
The chick I was spending bread with, I went to the jewelry shop. And she had an attitude with me because I wasn't buying her no jewelry. I need another pendant for my chain, and I ended up buying her some little small ring. It's like $700-800, but she had an attitude with me because it's like a spoiled dog. You know what I mean? A spoiled kid. I spoiled her. Fuck it.
Yeah,
now she expecting shit because
see that? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen, I had a broad back in the day, like back in the day when I was still doing my thing. I remember I bought me a grill. And she had her nose up, had an attitude in the car, had her arms crossed, like, oh, you got you something to give me. I knew then this situation wasn't gonna last. She felt like she needed something every time I got something. That ain't the type of woman you want that's gonna last long term. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. We got a question right here. Did you see the Dallas Cowboys quarterback who canceled the wedding after his fiance wouldn't sign a prenup?
Look, that's dope because you gotta think about it, man. We get married. I plan to be with you forever. So the prenup shouldn't even matter. Why? Yeah. Well, why do you have to be taken care of? And that's a shit. I've been married twice. Yeah. Right. So I get it. I wouldn't if I'm married again, I would never go through the court system. I don't owe you nothing because I took care of you. It's like that. Like you took care of that girl so good. When you leave her, she still got to take care of you. I'm talking about. I had a house and she was in it. And I went to go drop my kids off. A nigga was in my house, and I couldn't do nothing about it. I stopped paying the mortgage, and the court said you abandoned her. I said, "Fuck that house, foreclose that motherfucker." You know what I mean? Foreclose that motherfucker. But that was years ago. But you were obligated to take care of a person. So all he was doing was setting stuff up because marriage is a business. You could dissolve it. When you open LLC, you gotta figure out how you go dissolve the LLC. And that's what it is.
And really, you got to think about like this. If a woman don't want to sign a prenup, what's her real intentions? Her intentions is not for this relationship to be a flourishing, loving relationship. This relationship is built for her to have stability. And really, she's a fool.
Yeah.
This dude got $200-300 million. He don't want you to sign a prenup. fuck it, we ain't gonna sign it. But guess what? Please believe you're gonna benefit your lifestyle. You could set up investments, you could set up different things so you could benefit anyway. So the fact that these women are so delusional that you're gonna forego this entire marriage because you didn't want to sign some paperwork, baby, you could have got something anyway. Living the lifestyle of a man with 200-300 million. Selfish, stupid, and delusional. If that was my daughter, I'd be like, that's a goddamn fool.
Sure
You done fumbled the whole motherfucking bag.
Fuck the whole bag. You know what? What's the chance of finding another man like that?
And bitch, you act like a woman, like, well, I gotta stop going to school so I can deal with you and take care. Bitch, you wasn't doing nothing for you met me. This was the best situation you ever had. Just ride it out. Just ride it out.
Hey, you know what, man?
Foolish.
It's called being a bad decision maker.
Hey, what a lot of women are. They'll fumble the best thing that they got.
A bad decision maker, man. And it's like, my dad used to always say this, like, man, I don't get it, man. How is it that I'm taking care of this woman, paying all the bills, work hard. I go get me a little coochie, and she wants to leave and go stay on her mama's couch. Why fuck the bag up?
Oh my, listen. That's why I say all the time, man, listen, you met that woman in the gutter for a reason because she's a loser. She makes poor decisions. She'll mess up a good thing. A man taking care of the house, coming back, he got you on a life insurance. He got you on the mortgage. He doing this for you, doing that for you. And you will leave this man, mess your kid's life up, all because he went out and laid down with another woman for one night that he don't do nothing for. She ain't on the insurance policy. He ain't paying this and that for the woman, and you would mess it up. Poor decision makers.
And then get another dude, they got more bitches.
Every time. I tell them, it's like, listen, you know, I think these women are so delusional. They really believe, like, they always believe, like, yeah, well, maybe I will find that man who is just going to be all about me. Bitch, I ain't never seen it. Look, I don't want to tell on nobody, but bitch, I ain't never seen it. Especially one who can. If he can, he will. And you gonna stop dealing with me to just have to build up with another man? Come on, it just don't make no sense.
The Cardi B situation ain't the same. Like, what's up with that? She within less than a year, she got mad because like this nigga keep fucking her. He's a fucking rapper. He's a celebrity. He's gonna fuck with hoes. But now you get with a nigga who had more hoes than him.
Yeah,
it had a baby.
Listen, if we talking about like the most successful people in history, we talking about Bill Clinton. He's still with his wife, man, and he got caught with another woman doing this, that, and the third. And all of these senators and all of these, what was that dude, Donald Sterling? He done had a whole black bitch that he was paying for her condos and this and that. His wife didn't leave him. You think you better than them, huh? It's only poor people who care so much about fidelity when people on a higher level understand dynasty and building something, and you're not going to tear something down that's hard to build over these emotions that they understand every man has. That is an idea perpetuated and programmed to poor people on Disney movies, but it's never been reality, man. They've been having prostitutes since the beginning of time. Who's paying these prostitutes? If there's this many prostitutes, you go on any website in the United States right now, it's thousands in every city. Who's paying for them? They got to pay for these ads. They're not paying for them because they're not getting returned. Your doctor, your dentist, your brother, your uncle, they're all doing it. Right? As long as he come home and handle his business and keep it clean, don't get no baby on you. That what more can you add, especially from a top 1% man? It's delusion.
You know what? I think
where you go, I don't see your thing.
Oh, I just did something. Oh, my bad. I think I just hit the wrong button real quick.
Bitch thinks she gonna find another nigga different than me. And I just tell a bitch all the time, like, bitch, you're gonna find another nigga who don't keep it real like me.
Yeah.
And so you might feel better for a time. And then guess what? Like they always do. You double back to me when your heart gets broken and you were the only one who told me the real. Yeah, bitch. So accept it, or you gonna have to go through this long route of finding out that every nigga who lied to you and he gonna come back anyway.
You know what? I got this big thing. I'm not a type of like I would spend thousands of dollars on girls, right? But I won't go buy coochie. I don't know. The transactional thing I don't know why.
Listen, we the same way. Like, even when like I go to Dior with my bitch or something and we go to the strip club, they like, all right, we gonna line them up and all right, which one you want? Nah, that ain't how I do my thing, man. Listen, let me throw some money, let me vibe in here, man. Maybe let me take the bitch on a dinner. I don't want to just have to pay for it just it just don't do it for me. It don't do it for me trying to pay for some pussy. That ain't how I like, man. Listen, at least fake it for me. Come hang out at the pool. Let's go to the resort. Let's
Man,
chill. Let's vibe. I don't want to have to just pay for pussy. It just don't do it for me.
yeah, because people say, yo, I could spend $200-300 to go get a Jennifer Lowe or something like that. But I might want to spend $5,000 in an attractive, I mean, on the lifestyle. Like, you
Listen,
see what the fuck going on.
you know why? What do it for me? And this maybe just because my mind is messed up. I want to feel like a woman like me, bitch. Even if you're lying to me, if you could convince me, cool. The vibe is right. I need to go take a bitch on a dinner or something, bitch. We can't. I don't want to just pay for it and like I don't.
Yeah.
No, I went to
Uh,
Colombia, man. I ain't hit nothing. I
I,
was like, man,
I,
I'm finna go to Colombia and hit a whole bunch of shit. I didn't hit nothing because it was way too transactional. I'm like, I ain't feeling
so
this. The vibe
in my
the
younger
vibe
days,
ain't right in here, ho. I
yeah,
don't feel like
look,
you like me, bitch, and you ain't even acting like it a little bit.
facts. But back in my day, when I was in the Navy, I don't, it was called Passport Boys before the internet was out. I'm
Yeah.
talking about, you know what I mean? But I'm out to sea for 100 days straight, and I ain't smell a woman's scent. So, you feel me? Hey, I get to the Philippines, man, it's Australia. It went down, but that was back in that day. But I live a different life now, man, and I really love who loves me and like me. I
Yeah,
like,
man.
like an ego stroke. I want my
Yeah,
ego
yep.
stroke.
Maybe that's what. Maybe my ego is so big. I have to feel like the woman like me. You know that it's just something wrong with my head. If the woman don't act like she like I say all the time, man, it could be the baddest bitch. If the bitch ain't give me no eye contact, no choosing signals, or if I say hello and it's dry, bitch, I don't even want to talk to you no more. I just can't do it.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. Yo, you had a good time for the weekend we went to Vegas?
Oh man, I kept telling you, I said, man, I really enjoyed myself. You know, I ain't really been nowhere because I've been down on these podcasts and stuff since we went to Houston. So,
Mm-hmm.
man, Vegas, man, I enjoyed myself. I didn't even tell you, man, I stayed an extra couple days. Was supposed to leave, and I was
Yeah,
like, nah, we gonna do it. Because when we was doing all the events, we weren't able to move around. So we started,
yeah.
we was outside doing stuff. Man, from the concert to the little lounges we was going to the clubs, and and then just having everybody there, just showing love, all the homies, all your people and stuff like that, man. It was a great time.
It was dope, man. I'm glad that I had all the people in the room, and I got a good situation out of it now, man. Like, even that weekend, the owner of Dre's and Hard Rock, they want to collab with me and do something with me and bringing people together, man. Bringing the culture is dope. That's why, like, me having the government contracts, it allowed me to do things I never done before, open doors I never did before, And when you can show financial proof, like a lot of people don't have a tax return to show. I got tax
Yeah.
returns showing with big dollars on it, nothing illegal. And it's kind of cool when you appreciate it. It's still part of the culture. I dress how I want to dress. I wear my Cardis and with my pointers, and I'm good. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? But
man. And from the Dre's after hour to the Dre's club, man, you had so many people in there they couldn't even get in the table. Everybody showed up and showed out. Niggas I ain't even know you knew was outside. And
you know what? I didn't even know some of those people was who they was. They came, and then I seen the recap with Joe. I'm like, damn. I ain't know. I looked them up. I was like, oh, that person was there. I didn't even know who that person really was. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
the
man,
experience is dope. And
you
there
had
was
a
no
lot of people
drama.
out, but that gotta make you feel good, like man, for your. I mean, of course, you put an event on, but man, for your birthday, man, this many people showing up and showing out and traveling from different states and different cities to come
Exactly.
either across the country just to come to your events.
So I'm gonna tell you what the goal is. A lot of people we talk about business, right? What the goal is. I do these festivals, and a lot of people don't understand when you grow in a business, you got to prove yourself, right? So I started my Chef Fest 3 years ago, right? And I got the Bosses Ball. But as I'm able to generate ticket sales and proof of concept that people are spending money to come to my event,
Yeah.
the goal is a live nation, somebody could with a big dollar could say, hey, here's 30 million. I want to buy your concept and go. A lot of people just
Yeah.
like, you need to believe in me. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna put my own money up front. I might lose some money in the process, but the bigger goal is to sell the idea.
Man, and that's long time perspective. And I say a lot of people that I see, like even on the lowest level of just things in life, that the most unsuccessful people I see is always looking for a quick return, not looking at the long term down the line. Sometimes you're gonna have to lose money for a little bit trying to get this concept right, but you understand what you're doing. It's the proof of concept, and that proof of concept is gonna get you paid.
Hell yeah, and it's working because right now I got people offering me to put their own dollars in to get it going, and people don't know the Chef Fest is all about. When I first started, I used to try to like figure out how to put myself on as a chef, how to get a restaurant. Most do it with good culinary skills don't got no money to get a restaurant. So
That's a
like, you know
fact.
what? My last restaurant I had in San Diego, the gas lamp, everybody came to chefs. I used to always that's a documentary online right now too. I used to always highlight the chefs. So we used to bring chefs and book them like artists. So now that the Chef Fest, I'm booking all these chefs. I'm booking all these chefs right now and highlighting them. And then we got the music too. So we got food, we got music. Now you eating some good food. Now you dancing to it, and everybody's vibing. And it ain't never been that one fight, knock on wood, at any of the festivals I've thrown.
Hey,
But
listen, man,
however,
it was a good time. Everybody showed up, everybody was enjoying themselves, and I feel like it's just a respect that everybody has for you to keep it all the way right. Ain't too many times you get that many black people in a room and it ain't something.
hey man, we might have a guest hopping on right now. He might want to hop on.
Man, cause shit, come on.
Pimp C. You heard?
Oh yeah, come on.
Yeah, Pimp C might want to hop on right now. You know what I mean? I think
Man,
some people have some questions in there too.
yeah. Let me see if I could see some, or if you could see some. Go ahead.
Yeah.
But yeah, people need to understand everything that you're doing is behind the government contracts. They need to tap in richandreallife.com, man. Like I see it with my own eyes. They need to stop playing.
Yeah. It's a slow game. It's not a fast game. You know what I mean? Being consistent is the key. You know what I mean? I got everything in the book. I got everything on YouTube. I tell everybody how to do it. But just really find out what you want to do. I see a few people went and bought the ebook since we've been online too.
Yeah, that's good. Man, they need to. I mean, there's so much game just in that. Now, definitely they want to tap in and get them little extras and a little game that you really got. But just from that book alone, it's like if you really take it around with it, man, you get you a contract within the next year. Man, you
Yeah.
the one who got it like that to distract you on your purpose. Let me see. Somebody said 10 to 15K a month on a chick that you not with. You was with her though.
Yeah, that's my girl.
How long was y'all together?
Like 6 months.
How long did it take for you to start paying her rent?
Man, you know what, man? I paid it a month too.
Damn,
No,
month two?
probably month one.
Damn, nigga. How that? I need to know how that conversation go. How does the
conversation? I told you I was I'm saying like I told you I was we was getting ready to go fuck shit up in Houston. And
she had
the
like
guy
a
knocked on the
notice on
door
her
with the
door.
rent thing.
Damn, and you put your cape on and said, "I'm gonna say this hoe, man."
It felt weird.
But you know what? I ain't gonna lie. It's a lot different when you dealing with a famous woman and you in a certain space of being outside, because you can understand this woman can boost me to a level that no amount of money can boost me to and highlight me to, and it lets you leapfrog off from this woman to another famous woman and that shit really do a lot. So I get where you coming from. These dudes thinking this is just I mean, I'd have fumbled it for sure, but but I could really understand. It ain't like you doing it for a regular broad on the street. You know what I'm saying? But for a woman who got super status and could put you in position, and you being next to her on her Instagram and this, that, and the third, raise your status is going to come in more money later. So I could get why you did it.
Spending money, but I learned a few things too. Like, when you land, have a driver ready to pick you up. Certain little stuff. You know what I mean? When you go in places, how to move, because just because you got money don't mean you know how to move like that.
100% facts. Hey man, knowing how to move, like you said, man, having a driver when you get picked up, all of those little things. That's the difference between a regular dude and a boss. No matter how much money you got, and it just highlight who you are on a different level. Let me ask you this though. I've found that women who don't already live in that type of lifestyle do not appreciate it. A regular woman does, like we were saying before, man, she don't even know what 1942 costs. So sometimes when you're doing these things, it's kind of like a wow, but you don't get the same appreciation then from a woman who been living that lifestyle.
Yeah, you don't. You know what I mean? You don't.
So it's like kind of like, why am I going to overachieve with it? I got to sometimes downplay my life to fit, which I know she's fit because she ain't going to appreciate this anyway.
Man, I just it's all crazy, man. Like sometimes you just got to go through the motion, I think, just to figure it out. And like I do what I think is right. Like I've got played before, but I found out I was getting played at, as it going. Everybody could be like, "Oh, you supposed to know this? How you supposed to know? How you supposed to know how to play football without playing it at first? How you
No,
supposed to
that's a
know how to
fact.
game without being a part of it?" So sometimes I put myself in it and I'll figure it out. But at the end of the day, man, I'm always gonna win because I know I'm a good person. You know what I mean? They go
And,
lose, they
and,
go
and
lose out.
and I say all the time, hey, she didn't play me, she played herself. Man, sometimes I see a woman and I'll see like she trying to get a little bit more than she giving, but I'm gonna give her some grace, because at one point she might think she getting over, but in due time she might see who I am and she might recognize like, okay, let me start to give back, let me start to do this. And if she don't, then she played herself. But sometimes you give them a little grace because they don't know no better. They don't know no better. This is what they've been, and that's why one thing when you deal with poor women, you understand it's like dealing with poor dudes. You kind of want to stay away from them because whenever somebody is in survival mode, it's certain things that they gonna do because they are in that survival mode. So when you meet a woman in that survival mode, sometimes you got to give her a little grace, and hopefully maybe she'll see the type of person I am, and then she'll start to reciprocate. So I ain't got to cut her off.
Yeah, it's like but it's like I came from a place. I think too. I came from a place. I was in the Navy. And one of the things in the Navy, they teach you, man, about providing, right? Can they give you housing allowance? They give you some extra money and say, hey, this is to take care of your family. This is to pay your rent, pay the groceries, and take care of your family, like a housing allowance. Or sometimes they give you base housing. So, I'm coming off of a mindset, provide and protect. Hey, I'm a man, I'm provide, I'm gonna make it great. So now that I get a little bit more money in life, I'm doing things bigger. But
Yeah.
it still feel like I'm doing the same thing, and people are like, the fuck you doing?
Yeah, no, I see it in a lot of older dudes that I know and mentors and things like that. That's still their mindset. But I've seen it fail in their life though, because whenever you providing for somebody, just like at a job, as soon as you get to providing for somebody's life, you really have no idea how they feel about you. We don't know how our employees really feel about us because we're paying and supporting their life. So it's just all, as long as you have the understanding, man, yeah, okay, I'm doing it because I want to do it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you always have to have in the back of your mind, can you really ever know how this person really feels about you if you are supporting their life? And self-preservation says, I'm not going to mess this up because they're supporting my life, maybe my kids' life. So I feel like it's just a delicate balance that you have to have of if you're going to do it and you want to do it, you still have to understand, do you really know what's really going on?
Yeah, that's true.
But again, too, though, because I think you say it all the time, and I got it's a dude who live like I could oversee the islands over here. He got like a $30 million mansion, and he was like, bro, I don't care. He like, bro, I don't care, and that's how I feel like you are. It's like, bro, I don't care. She might be here for this, and I ain't really tripping. I think my ego's too big. I need to know you're here for me, or at least make me feel like it.
You gotta think, man. Somebody make you feel good. They shook and eat all the time. They doing what you gotta do. You might want to make them feel good. Buy the bag, pay the rent, might make it feel good. It's
you know what it is. My perspective from the lifestyle that I saw, because I know how that woman would come back and talk about the trick that she was all on and calling Papa, and because I've seen it from the inside, I don't never want to be that dude that I think it's all good and she's saying all the right thing and she making me feel good, but she despises me deep down inside. And I've seen it so many times. I'm scarred. I just don't want to be that man. And maybe it has me overly doing things I shouldn't do, but I can't go back. I've seen what I've seen, and that's an insecurity of mine. I don't ever want to be that dude.
I've been scarred in relationships, right? Yeah. But I don't like think about it. I don't have a girl pull up, and look me. I mean, I'm in the driveway of where her and her dude live at. She in the car, suck my soul out, look me in the eye, suck the soul out. She go in the house and kiss that man. He have no idea. He think a friend is dropping him off. Me and Ian, I'm like, damn, I'm playing with fire because he came out with a gun. I don't know, but it's like, but like, that happened multiple times in those situations. But I'm like, man, do I want a girl, man? I'm like, man.
Now, don't that scar you to feel like, man, I can't never.
I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
You cook at home and hey, honey, I'm home. Food ready. Give me a big kiss. Hey, you know what I mean? Oh, man.
No, I mean, we all got different ways, depending on what you went through. We all got different ways about ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, man. I'm like, but we live and we learn. You know what I mean? And you can't be great at everything. You know what I mean? It's like, But of course, do I want to be caught up in as that trick mentality? But it's weird because some girls done got out of me, and some girls have never got $1 out of me.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they ain't play their cards right.
Hey,
hey,
you don't know
I ain't gonna stop doing what I do.
Listen, because I can remember on I think your birthday last year when we was in San Diego, and a girl, I can't remember, like a red or a yellow dress. It was a real loud dress, and she came in. She had a gift for you. She just wanted to be there. You remember?
Which one? Man,
Because you told me, you was like, man, she damn near the only woman who came here and got me a gift.
Man, you know what, man? I had to cut her off. She done smashed up. And I'm like, damn. If you can even look at her, if you could look at her, I'm like, that dude lived with his mama or grandmother. If you could bow down to that.
Oh, let's talk about it. Hey, I done had to cut off a woman based on who she was fucking with before. Hey, man, I judge a woman based off the nigga. Hey, bitch, if you fucking with a bum ass, nothing ass, regular ass nigga, then bitch, I know you's a bum ass, regular ass bitch. And I'm too high for you to fuck with me. So yeah, bitch, you better be on your P's and Q's about who you fuck with before me. Because if I find out you fucking with a regular bum, nothing ass nigga that ain't on my level, bitch, I can't even fuck with you. Because what that say about me? Ain't no way you could go between a Rolls Royce and a motherfucking Toyota. Bitch, pick one. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't finna go from the Toyota to come fuck around in the Rolls Royce. Nah, you ain't gonna have enough appreciation for this. I always, like, I don't be on that time like who you used to fuck with, but please believe now my antennas is up, because what you never gonna do is go fuck with a bum ass or regular ass nigga and feel like you can fuck with me. Nah, this is gonna turn me off. I don't care what you look like.
These girls understand. They be like, I'm single. It's like, do you know men judge you off of your single life? We judge you off your single life. I'm not judging you of how you treated your last boyfriend. How were you moving these streets when you were single? That's how I know if I'm gonna have you as a queen or not.
Exactly, because without saying too much, we be outside. You know what I'm saying? Were you one of the women outside coming to the Airbnb at 3:00 in the morning? And let me find out that was you. And they're gonna try to dress it up. They're gonna try to get with you and act like, I don't really go out like that. I don't. Yeah. All right,
man.
Get my Carfax on you.
I cut this girl off for something crazy. Like, I was dating these two chicks at the same time, right? They was best friends. I was with both of them, right? But then I found out one of them before me, like, I had a club and she smashed my door guy. Like,
these bitches, hey, these bitches be regular as hell, and they try to act like they not. Either you could dress it up a certain way, you could act a certain way, you could fool me, but who you've dealt with before is gonna show me exactly who you are.
Yeah, it's a fact. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know why it disgusts me sometimes. I was like, you smell. You was beautiful. I thought you was great. But I'm like,
No, it should, because it really show you who she really is. The facade these women put on, they know how to put it on. That's how you know who they really are. So let me find out.
The value goes down.
Oh, so plummets drastically. Yeah. Recession in my mind, in your value.
And then the crazy shit about it, man, you got to watch out for the girls that don't be posting, the girls that don't go out. Because them girls, they the ones that's really,
come on.
They be like, oh, what they be saying? They be saying, if you outside all the time, you don't, like, no, people that be inside be outside more than inside.
Oh, facts. Bro, you know who you gonna hit the most, man? You gonna hit that girl who don't go out. You want to know why? Because she's more bored than everybody else. And because she's in the house and has nothing to do, she's on these dating websites like the nurses who work all the time. Man, it be the most regular women who be the worst. I promise you.
Yeah.
And then if she go out her way not to post being at the club all the time, she tried not to post too much, man. She hides something.
Yeah.
Like, you know who's the worst though? It's the woman who don't got really no pictures on her Instagram, or if she tell you I don't got an Instagram, oh, red flag. You ain't got no Instagram. You know what?
I think I wouldn't mind a girl to be with a girl that one of those girls with zero photos, and they put, because like. And keep a private page.
I don't believe this is your real Instagram, though. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I believe that you gave me your fake Instagram because you got your man on your real Instagram.
But I'm talking about a real one because, like, if you my girl, you can't be posting no bathing suit pic. You already don't be posting no, like, why you got half naked photos? You already look, as a woman, niggas is holler at you all day. Now you gonna throw the thirst trap up there too, and now like niggas try to.
Yeah, them women who do all that type of stuff, it ain't a woman I can ever deal with. I can't never take you serious. Like, what you want all that attention for? It screams like you got insecurities. Unless you on OnlyFans or you making some money by doing this and you bringing that money into what we building, then it don't make no sense. You doing it for free. So you really just want a bunch of attention from random men on a regular basis to feed your ego, which means you got low self-esteem, which is going to create a whole bunch of problems in all these other areas of our life.
It's like, I think it's like a car dealership, right? If I want to buy a car, I go to Instagram page, they selling cars, or they got food pictures in the restaurant, right? So are you selling something? So I ask, if a girl got a bunch of half naked photos on their gram, are they 304?
I mean, technically not a whole prostitute, but she's selling herself. She wants you to see something. She wants you to hit her up, because a woman who doesn't, it's like a woman who walk outside. If you're wearing half naked clothes, you know what type of attention you're going to get. And you know, if you wore classy clothes, you're going to get a whole lot less attention. So why are you going out wearing these super sexual revealing clothes? Because you want that attention. That's what you want. So therefore, if you're doing it on your Instagram, it's because that's what you want.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man. But and now, like, you get to a point, right? So we want the perfect woman. Are you okay with the ugly girl who loves you? Talking about the real ugly woman, hideous ugly girl, but she loves the head out of you. She respectful. She ain't selling. She's doing all these other categories, but she's not a good eye.
When you say hideous, what do you mean, though?
She don't look good in the eye. You know what I mean? Not easy in the eye, but everything else is together. She like submissive. She got her own money. She's respectful. She ain't out there, but not good in the eye. Or then you get somebody that's good. Huh?
It depends how not good on the eye. Because sometimes a woman just need to lose weight. A lot of these women that you see that you say is bad women, guess what? At the end of the day, it's really just lip filler, face filler, BBL 360 lipo. I'm telling you strip most of these women down. That's really what makes them attractive. The lip filler, the face filler, the makeup, the hair, the body that's perfectly contoured because she got a BBL and 360 lipo and she go get it every other day. So you can pretty much make a lot of women look good. Now, if she's super hideous, then all right, man, you got to have a certain standard of where she start from. But at the end of the day, if you're doing everything I like and nothing I don't, and you really here for me, and you really overly proving yourself, and you really coming out your pocket for me, and I've been in a downtime, and you really came through for me, at the end of the day, that make my life better.
Back in the day, have you ever built a bitch?
Oh man, come on. I was just talking about this fat white bitch I had, man, when I was like 16 years old, man. Put me in a motherfucking Jaguar Cash. You know what I'm saying? I didn't build her, but the true story. I had 3 sisters once, right? So I knocked this first broad out of Crazy Horse 3 in Vegas, little Puerto Rican broad. We just met. We was on and rocking. She had a half sister, right? That she seen like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Hey man, you need to come fuck with us. Then she had her real younger sister come fuck with us. So man, I'm 3 deep. You know what I'm saying? But let me get to the story. Her half sister was overweight. I'm like, man, listen. If she come over here, you're going to have to facilitate all of that because but she stayed down. She really liked me. She really was on everything. She was going hard in the paint. She ended up falling out with my main bitch, which was her half sister.
Yeah.
Stuck around. And
she was really the overweight one?
Yeah. Yeah. And this is what I have though. But listen, we was in the gym every day. I had her on her. Now, at the time, I didn't understand macros, but I had her watching her weight. She done lost about 70 pounds, got the BBL, now we getting money. I got her the Chanel, got her the presidential Rolex, teaching her some game. She really helped me come up. I ended up buying that bitch a motherfucking new Benz when the new CLS came out. Bought that bitch that, she was putting me in this, we was getting like, she helped me come up. And if you looked at her before and after pictures, I even show my bitch sometimes right now, like that's not even the same girl. So because I've done it, I understand. And I don't put so much value on how much these women look. There are some women though, objectively beautiful, the Goldie ratio in their face, the alignment, all of that. There are some women who are objectively beautiful. Most of these women that you see out here are not. It's the work that they get done. I can look at a woman and I can see all the work they get done. Most dudes cannot because they never done it. If you take most women, 5 or 6, Get their body done. Get their titties done. Make sure that they lose the weight. Contour their body. Get the right hair. Get the right accessories. You will. Most dudes will, when that bitch walk by, will say that's a bad bitch. And because I've done it, I know it. Most of these bitches, like, they bad, but just you,
So,
$15,000 is all it costs. So why would I put so much emphasis on that when I know I can buy it for $15,000? That's all I'm saying. I got a unique experience.
okay,
This is my personal opinion.
Yeah, you could, or you just do a shortcut, fly overseas, and go grab one real quick. Who's loyal?
I mean,
They
yeah.
got, hey, look, you got some countries, man. The women they grew up and learn how to praise the man.
Hey, man, and I'm gonna tell you, you ain't gotta go overseas, man. Come here to Miami, man, because a lot of them still got that mindset when they come and fucking with you, though, and they look good, and they still got that
It'd be
mindset.
weird because I think I'd be scared to wife a DR girl because I'm in
Yeah,
a
because they cut,
DR and
because they a little too
culturally,
cutthroat. They done grew up a little too cutthroat. You know what I'm saying? They
culturally,
too sharp.
culturally is selling the vagina is like it's normal. Like I'm gonna sell some JJ and go back home to my boyfriend. That's gonna make some money and come home.
Yeah, hey, man, I'm scarred from the lifestyle I live, man. Even now, like, sometimes I meet a Spanish woman at the club and she want to come through or something like that. Like, I'll be like, oh, this bitch probably trying to rob me. I take all my jewelry off, put it on the sofa.
Oh man,
And I ain't never had no issue, but I'm still so scarred. I think every bitch trying to rob me, they try to fuck with me too fast.
that's a fact. That's a fact, man. It's you know what? I got caught up in pandemic.
Oh, I
Tripped up
think you told me about that.
a little drink in my, a little drink in my. I'm in a big suite, put a little drink and started, taking care of me. I fell asleep, but I should have taken care of me. Everything was gone.
Hey, man, that's Vegas 101. Most people don't understand that. Like, 9 times out of 10, yeah, that bitch gonna try to rob you. Don't drink no drinks around that bitch. Don't go to the safe around that bitch because she gonna be peeking her head over trying to get
But
the number to the safe.
I'm
It be
part
like
season.
that though.
I had to get through life and start learning. Every time you do this, it's different levels because the guy I'm now wasn't the same guy 10 years ago or 5 years
Yeah,
ago. I'm always elevated. So you come in elevation, it's you go to different rooms and it's more devils with new levels.
yeah,
You have to
yeah, yeah.
learn that. You got to learn how to move.
Hey, well, and you know how many, first off, I mean, that's just a regular thing in Vegas. I don't know how prominent it is now, but I mean, that's just a regular thing. You know how many stories of people getting their Rolex took, they getting drugged, this, that, and the third. But it's a lot of rappers who had that story, famous rappers who have talked about that story. So it's like, if you don't know, how would you know? If you don't live that life, if you're not in that, then how could you know if you don't know?
Yeah, you're like, you ain't know this, you ain't know how to move. Like, I got drugged that I passed out during during a soul suction. Who you know what I mean? Join the act. So I'm like, you live and you learn. And the good thing about it, man, money was there. I just leveled up more. And I found out about jewelry insurance after that because I found out my jewelry was insured properly. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you got your jewelry insured through like your homeowner's insurance, or you got
No,
it
so
just by
I
itself?
had homeowner's insurance for like 500,000, right?
Yeah.
But they said the jewelry was only $10,000 worth of insurance for jewelry,
Yeah.
unless you go ahead and get it appraised and set it up. So I do that now. So I'm sure but I didn't know that.
And you know what I found out one time too, my guy told me, he said, man, you want to take it off your homeowner's insurance because let's say you get your jewelry stolen and you put it on your homeowner's insurance, they're probably going to cancel your plan and you're never going to be able to get insured again for homeowner's insurance because of that happens. So you want to get your own individual insurance.
Yeah, and then I found out you go through state. I found out a few other tricks now too. But I had to go through it to find out. A lot of people don't go through things in life. Like, it's like life lessons. You go through life goes like, all right, this is what you do in life to get right. And you got to go through it to figure it out.
Nah, I mean that's a fact. It's somebody right now. They gonna go. Listen, I've been seeing on the news like, uh, they've been stealing watches. Bras been drugging niggas and stealing watches down in Brickell out here. So I mean, you would think people would know, but people don't. It just is what it is.
Is Miami becoming the ladies of the night? Like a lot of those, is it becoming like that Vegas? Is it the same thing? Because I know a lot of these Vegas go
Nah.
to Miami.
Vegas different. It's a different way they go about it. And a lot of them, in Vegas, it's like we real hoes, we real prostitutes. Out here, it's like they're hoes, but it's not the same type of, because they Spanish too. They don't even be really getting no money. They just fuck with you for a couple of dollars. In Vegas, they really gonna break a trick. I need it. I'm really about mine. I got to go back and pay somebody. Out here, it's just like, we just try to get a little bit of dollars here and there. They don't really have no game like that. You know
Oh,
what I'm
okay.
saying?
I was hanging with these joints all night. At the end of the night, she was like, "You gonna take care of me, daddy?" That turned me off. I'm like, I
Hey,
don't know
listen, and
bottles
now
on everything we done.
you know the difference between a real hoe and a woman like that. Because a real hoe gonna get the money up front. Ain't no way the bro gonna come hang out with you unless she trying to drug and rob you. She gonna need the money up front. That's why I say these ain't real prostitutes out here. They like border the line.
I mean, I think it's 6 a.m, man. After booby trap, we did that. We did it all. I had a great night. I thought I had a girl. I thought she loved me. You know what I mean? How the way she was acting. I'm like, oh man. I just feel like Superman.
I had a woman do that, a little Spanish bitch do that to me one time, and I was appalled. And then she took it back, like, all right, never mind. Well, I do have a babysitter. What about that? I'm like, see, hey, bitch, you better get the money up front for me, because I'd have told you up front I ain't doing it.
But how do you go get the money up front though? If I'm just spending a good time, how are you able to get the money out of front? If you gonna keep the money while I'm throwing it in the strip, like, well, how you gonna keep the money up front?
Man, she gonna ask you for it. Hey, hon, this is how much it's gonna cost for me to be here tonight. However she put it down, I mean, shit,
don't waste no time.
Man, shit. Hey, man. Hey, rule number 1 for a prostitute: get the money up front. Rule number 2: get the money up front. Rule number 3: get the money up front. Any real prostitute know that, bitch. Get your money up front, because if you don't get it up front, you might not get it.
Oh man, I remember. I think it was a fight weekend like a couple years ago, man. I'm halfway in, and she said, "Can I see your phone?" I said, "You want to take a video?"
Trying to Zell herself.
No, I'm about to cash out myself. I said, "For what?"
Hey, you know what? I guess they getting real creative with it. Cause sometimes it's like, hey, a nigga might not pay, but maybe if you came the right way and did it in a finesseful way, maybe they just getting slicker with how they doing shit out here.
And I walked out of that room. She's like, I'm halfway in, and I didn't want to finish because I thought you liked me.
Hey, listen. Hey man, I ain't mad at her. Shit, hey, ain't too many niggas gonna be like, damn, I'm done. How much she asked for? I need to know.
She was one night in her room paid for, but it was a principal. Like, I ain't have it. I think it was probably like $200 or something like that. She was like, pay for one night in my room, but I'm like, man, it ain't that.
Yeah, out the principal. Hey, bitch, I'm gonna get up with a hard dick and walk up out this motherfucker off a principal though. Hey, bitch, ask me. Don't do me like that.
Man, I don't. Like, as girls that have got from me and the girls who ain't never getting a dollar out of me. I really love it. Like, it's an ego. I love my ego stroke. And that's,
oh man, listen, and I tell people all the time, man, these women have no game. Don't come out, I need this, I need this. Act like you like me. Act like you having a good time. Be a good time for me. You're gonna get more like that than always trying to ask. Because the more you try to ask, the more you tuning me into she just trying to get something versus you just enjoying yourself and being here. You gonna get something from me, and you ain't even gonna have to ask.
Dude, that's, you know what? That was Shorty. She ran the crazy game on me. You know what I mean? The one I spent like 15 a month, 10 to 15 a month, she stroked the hell out of my ego. I'm talking about on another level. She said, what? You a boss. You didn't buy that for yourself. You go ahead and you don't know who you are about,
I just made a video about this, and my girl was talking about it, right? And I was telling her about a story about this OG I used to have and how so sensual she was and knew how to talk to me and knew how to make me feel big. And I implemented that in my game with women and how well it worked. And I was saying, man, a lot of dudes go to Vegas, and bachelor party or something. They think they searching for sex, but what they really searching for is that compassionateness and loving vibe that they wife don't give them no more. And most dudes are missing it, so deficient in it. When you could give a man that respect, make him feel like he big, stroke his ego, make him feel like, you really want to be on him. He's everything, man. You gonna get everything from that man rather than you just trying to give me this, give me that. You don't know he'll give you more than what you asking for if you do it the right way, but these bitches have no game.
Yep, that's a fact. Man, but you know what? I found one with big game, and I had some with not too much.
Yeah, I know somebody right now. He going through the same thing, and I'm like, man, you ain't never been around a woman who really just stroke your ego and make you feel, not mother you, but kind of like just be on you and just want to love on you. If you ain't never had that, and your first woman do it to you, you gonna think you in love, and you gonna get wrapped up too easy.
Man, you throwing. Look, I hope girls ain't watching. They gonna realize you doing it right, man. The money just start filling out. She knew how to stroke the ego. I'm talking about every day stroking it.
Hey, you know what's crazy? You can tell some women exactly what to do, and their ego so big they still won't do it for you. What's
Bad
up with
decision,
these young bras
bad
these
decision
days?
makers. Bad decision makers.
Bad
You know what I
decision
mean?
making.
But yo, I'm gonna have to go. I forgot I gotta take my little man to the
Come on,
airport.
man. We can get up off of here. We done been on for a little minute.
Yeah. But all that, look, we gonna keep doing it. Joe ain't hop on. Maybe I get Pimp C to hop on next. But you know, we could get some more guests to come on
Yeah,
there.
next time, man. You know, we could do this anytime.
Yeah, this is. I like this setup, man. This is a good setup.
Nah, for sure, for sure.
All right.
All right, man. Well, shit. Just holler at me, man. Next time we gonna do it.
All right,
Joe just
y'all.
hit me.
Yo,
Joe just hit me too, man. We gonna have to
Get
tell him,
some
man.
money.
He gonna have to get on next time.
All right, bet.
All right, for sure.